What's up, guys? Mike Landau here, Mike Landau Fitness, and today we're going to be going over some squat tips. Um, right here, I'm going to be showing you two different styles of bar positioning. We're going to mainly be talking, or I'm really going to be showing you the high bar, which is the first one I'm going to show you here. I also show you the low bar, but I'm not going to go in depth onto how to set up for the low bar really that much today. Basically, what you'll see is I create a shelf on my rear delts, and I shove the bar in between my rear delts and my traps, and that's basically the low bar positioning, and that causes you to lean a little bit more forward, but it is a more powerful position for most people. I'll do that in another video, get more in depth on this low bar positioning, but once again, we're going to be talking mainly here about, well, the concept really applies to both the same, I believe, but you'll be seeing me practicing the high bar because that's what I prefer to squat in. Oh, the reason why I'm doing a voiceover this is because my brother was pretty much being really ghetto and saying, some really ghetto stuff while I was explaining. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, he did do some of that stuff, but it was actually pretty funny. But really, the noise in the background like really ruined the video. Like, there's a lot of like commotion and stuff going on, people grunting and squealing, and like raping the weights, and just I don't know. There's a lot of talking. It was really weird. I didn't really like it because you can hardly hear me. But anyways, enough of that. I am about to show you a side view of my high bar squat um, and how to incorrectly squat, so to speak. Here, basically, right here, I am just showing you two different styles. This is how most people squat. They'll squat down, and I do have some pretty good flexibility, but right there you can see I'm actually leaning really far forward, and that's not a very powerful position, especially when you're in a high bar squat. If I was low bar, that's another case, but I'm going to show you now how I should have squatted, and this is where I force my knees out and create room. Here, I know it's difficult to tell, but I'm actually standing way more upright. I'm actually even deeper than previously, and it's a much more comfortable and explosive position for me to squat out of. Now, here I'm going to be showing you exactly what I was doing underneath the bar to make this difference. What was the difference between those two squats? And basically what I did here, this is the first squat, and as you can see, I'm leaning really far forward. Here's from the side. This side view actually shows pretty well just how, if you rewind it back and look, my hip crease is not very deep. Like, it's just below my knee. As you can see, like, that wasn't a very deep squat. I mean, it would pass like judging and like in a powerlifting meet, but I can definitely get a lot deeper, especially right here. I'm showing just how much deeper I'm able to squat just by pushing my knees out. And to find this proper position, you can actually just screw your feet into the floor. Hold on, actually, let me freeze frame this real quick for you. Okay, as you can see here, this is clearly a much deeper squat. It is difficult to tell because of the way the GoPro shows it, but if you were to rewind it and compare, on the last squat where I freeze framed it, my leg or my femur looks parallel to the ground, whereas there it's clearly at an angle pointing up from the ground, like on an incline, whereas from my hip to my knee is an incline. And it's definitely clear. It's not quite as clear as I would have liked this video to have been, but it gets the point across. And as you can see here, I'm also explaining that if you just screw your feet into the ground, right, you create torque and you flex your glutes, this is going to show you the position of where your knees want to point out. And once you've done that, you squat down and push your knees out, and this is going to create room for your upper body to sink in between your legs, and you'll realize you're able to stay much more upright while doing so. As you can see there, a very clean squat. I'm staying upright, I'm pushing my knees out, and here I'm going to show it one more time. I'll actually do it in slow motion. Okay, so another little tip I like to do here is once again I take a very deep breath before unracking the weight, and then I walk it out, let out all my hair, take another deep breath, and make my back really, really tight, like almost trying to bend the bar over my traps. And this really just keeps my back super tight as I descend into the hole. I also break at the knees and hips at the same time, and I try to keep my weight over my midfoot. And as you can see here, I push my knees out, not too much, but just enough where it creates a lot of room for my upper body to sit into the hole. And as you can see, I am relatively upright, and this is a very comfortable and powerful position to squat out of the hole from. If this helped you at all, give the video a like, make sure you subscribe, and that'll be all, guys. Thanks for watching.